Well, tell me what it's been like watching as the team has accomplished what they've accomplished while you've been on the sideline.
Yeah. It's been awesome, honestly. It's been a fun ride. Not only do I love watching my team, but watching my sister play is amazing. She's been playing really good, so I'm beyond proud of my team and my sister. So,
What's been the most memorable moment? I mean, there's been a lot of moments this season.
right.
What's been most memorable, do you think, so far?
Definitely quarterfinals. It's so amazing to know that we've gotten this far, and as soon as that buzzer went off, I was like, oh my gosh, like this is real! And it was so amazing feeling, and I'm beyond proud of all of them. I know it's not easy losing a starter, and they overcame it like it was nothing. So
When when you were hurt at the pink and white and lost the last two games, I mean, in your head, what were you thinking the rest of the season was going to be like?
I had faith. Like my team, we are really close as like friends and stuff. So I knew that we were going to be able to act like it was nothing and just move on, and we did it.
I'll ask you again, Abby. I'll start with you. But what's it been like watching your sister and what the last half of the season, she's really come on and been a big part of the success.
Yeah, it's amazing. She definitely stepped up and showed Rehoboth how she can play. She started in Billings, which is a little itty bitty kind of school, scoring 25 points a game, and here she is now scoring total points in varsity as a sophomore. So I'm beyond proud of her.
Savannah, what was it? I mean, you were not playing much at the first of the season. You had a good JV season, but I guess I'll start with what was it like to watch your sister get hurt and then realize, oh, she's going to be out the rest of her senior season?
Honestly, it was really emotional. It was really scary and sad. I didn't want her season to be over, and I know she was sad about it, and I didn't want her to have to go through that alone. And so I was hoping that I could be there for her.
Is there a part of when you go out there, is there a part of you that's playing for her or trying to succeed for
everything I do out there, I do it because of her. She pushes me to get better and to show them what I can do and play hard every game, and I do it for her, knowing that she can't go out there and do it herself. So, and make sure they yell at her doing the games too. Yeah.
Are you guys rivals? Have you had a rivalry playing against each other growing up? And
in the summer, we go at it at each other,
For sure.
but it helps us get better.
We have workouts with my dad, and like I'll guard her, and we are basically not opposite players, but she's good at shooting. That's not one of my strengths, and I'm good at guarding. That's not really one of her strengths. So it really balances out. So we work really well whenever we go against each other because you can benefit by doing that. So.
Let's talk about the quarterfinals. You came off the bench. The team was not playing very well, and you ended up scoring 12 points and had what I think was your best game. What was that like for you?
It was exciting and nerve-wracking. And when I went in, I was like, I got to do something to help our team. I have to play my hardest and help us out any way that I could.
What's most memorable part of your season so far, do you think?
I think just playing with the girls, like seeing how far we've come throughout from the season since when I started playing with varsity to now. We've come so far, and I think it's just been really exciting and fun.
Is it, are you intimidated or scared about the fact that, not scared, but intimidated about the fact that you are going to be playing in the Final Four? You're a sophomore. You haven't really played that much early in the season, and now you're going to be out there?
Yeah, it's really nerve-wracking, and I haven't had the experience going. Like, this is my first time going to Final Four, even like quarterfinals and districts. Like, this is my first time, and it's nerve-wracking. But I know, like, I have good teammates. They can like help us, push us through it. They're really supportive. So.
What's been your most memorable moment of this year, do you think?
I think the most memorable moment, I think the one thing I'm going to remember is after, especially these last two games, is like after we win, all of us just coming together and like seeing pictures of that, it's like crazy, and like all of us, and we're just jumping up and down and just running to each other and just screaming and hugging, and it's just like we came here and we got this far together, and so I think just that, like coming together as friends is something.
You were one of the few that had some varsity experience before this year. and the beginning was rough. What was going through your head after those first couple of games in Kansas City?
I think just that all of us can play, and I think that a lot of us like haven't had varsity experience. So just like knowing that us girls that did, kind of just showing these girls like that they can come out here and play with us, and now we're all good players and we can all play together. It doesn't matter if you were on JV or you were varsity, you know, like we can all play. And so I think that just like showing all the other girls and like being a role model kind of for them.
What are you looking forward to the most about the Final Four?
I'm thinking just the experience of it all. Like, we talked to a lady yesterday and she was like, just take a deep breath and just take it all in before you go out on the floor to play. And I think that's one big thing that I'm looking forward to is like just getting to go there, because ever since I was a little girl, I've seen a bunch of teams go there, even if it was from Nixa or from Republic. And I think just getting to be in that gym and getting to play with all my friends is a big deal. So.
Jade, I'll start with you. What's it been like having the success with your sister on the floor, or on the team with you?
I've enjoyed it a lot, and being able to experience it with her is a little bit different because, like, I'll have someone. I don't know. It's like I have someone in my house we're going to the same practices, we're going through the same stuff, and it's just cool to be able to experience it with her.
Jazzy, same question. What's it like to have Jade with you on this experience?
I think it makes it like extra special just because, I mean, we're all really close, like a team and everything, but being sisters, we're a lot closer, so it's just really fun to like go through this together and like down this long road of like winning and competing, and I think it just makes it more fun.
What's it like at home what's this week been like at home? Are you talking about it all the time? Are you forgetting it when you leave here, or what? Either one of you.
We've been talking about it a lot. We've been watching film of the other team, of our team from past games, and games that like the other team that we haven't even seen. We've gone to the gym together, even outside of practice. So we're just getting ready, to play hopefully our best games this week. So, yeah.
Okay, so what's your most memorable experience this year, do you think? What will you remember most about this year so far?
So far, I think the team aspect of it all, because we've all came, like, it started off, we all didn't really know what we were doing, and we kind of came together, like, as a team, knowing each other, becoming best friends, growing together, knowing our roles, working together, and everything like that. I think just learning how to be a team, because, like, middle school, stuff like that, it's a team, but this is just like a family, so I think that's the biggest thing that I'll take out of this year.
What has been the most memorable part of this year, do you think? What will you remember most?
Just how much like closer the team has gotten, because we've had like a bunch of team sleepovers and stuff, and like I think that's like affecting like how far we've gotten is how closer we've gotten. Because like at the beginning we all weren't really that close because we weren't used to playing with each other because it was like a new group, and then Abby tearing her ACL was like a whole new group. So just like that, like getting closer to the team was probably my favorite part this year.
What are you looking forward to the most about the Final Four?
I'm looking forward to like getting to the first game, like to see how well we do, because I think we can do like really well. Like I think they're a beatable team, and that's what we've all been saying really. So I hope that when we get there, we play as good as we've been playing like in the past games. So
you scored 6 in the quarterfinal, but I mean, scoring has not been something that has been put on you. That's not a load you've had to carry. What do you consider your role on the team, or what do you want to excel at?
I consider my role like a defensive player because I'm just not really used to scoring because we have Hallie and Claire and all them who usually score a lot. But I usually focus like passing to them first if they're like wide open instead of me shooting because like, they score a lot more than me. But I really want to like excel in like driving the ball more and like getting into the paint more, I guess, and just getting to the free throw line. So,
are you Are you a little bit surprised you've gotten this far as a group?
Yeah, because in the beginning we were 5-5, and the first 2 games weren't very good at all. But I think that we've just not given up, and we've always like had faith in ourselves. And I think like getting this far has got us like pumped up. Because in the beginning we were like we didn't know really what was going to happen, but I think we all just had faith in ourselves, and we never really gave up. Like in the Nixa game was whenever we like really got really I don't know how to explain it, but in the next game whenever we just came out and we're ready to play, I think that's whenever we realized we were like, wow, like I think we can do it.
You were a water girl.
Yes, I was.
Tell me, having had that experience as a water girl for the Lady Tigers, when you were going through that, what were you thinking about for your own future?
I mean, it was a dream. I mean, right now, where we are right now, that was the dream. I mean, that's where I wanted to be, and I thought it was the coolest experience ever, and just like being able to do that as a kid and then doing it now, I mean, it's just unbelievable. It's awesome. It's literally a dream. So,
what's it been like to have your sister was in the Final Four and went through this experience?
Yeah.
Have you talked to her about that? What have you said to each other?
I have. She's talked to me a lot about it. I mean, the experience is awesome, and she just wants me to, embrace it and, just take it in. But when I step out onto that floor, just give it everything I got and leave it all out on the floor. So,
what will you remember the most about this season?
my teammates. I love them. I mean, coming to the Final Four, I mean, that's like the biggest accomplishment that you can have in a season, but I love this team. I mean, I just love them. They're my family, so, yeah.
What went through your head, or what were you thinking about the prospects for the team after the pink and white having gotten hurt, and, you were 5-5, you lost the last 2?
Yeah. It wasn't the best time, I think, for our team. I know we had a lot of potential, like all of us, we did, and I think we're just going through a rough patch, but, I knew a lot of us were going to have to step up and, try and fulfill the roles that, Abby led for our team, and just try and do that for her, and I think everything that we've done since pink and white has been for her, so I think that's, really what we're trying to do, so.
What are you looking forward to the most about the Final Four?
Winning that state championship. I mean, it would be a dream if we did. And, I have complete confidence in my teammates, so I think that we can definitely do it. So, yeah.
What will be the thing you'll remember most about this season?
Probably all the friendships that got a lot closer, and because last year me and Hallie were both on varsity, but we were as close with like the younger girls, and then this year it really brought us all together.
What's it been like to be you start out as one of the 3 seniors, now you're one of the 2 seniors that's still on the court, but to have all of these young players step up?
I mean, it's nice because they look up to us, but I also remember playing with a lot more of my friends, and they slowly quit throughout the years, and then it's just 2 of us, so.
What are you looking forward to the most about the Final Four?
The experience, like just being able to share that experience throughout the team and with the community, and like I feel like that's just the key part to it all. Was there a point where you feel like the team started to realize we could actually make something of this, and go a long way? When was that? Probably after we beat Kickapoo, because they're a really big competition, and that just shows us what we're capable of doing and who we're capable of beating.
What will be the most memorable part of this season, or what will you remember about it?
I think just to get the bonds that I have had created with all these girls. I've played with Delaney and all them for I don't know since ever, and so this year I've created some with the seniors and then even the sophomores that have played varsity. So that's probably the most memorable thing.
there was one point in the quarterfinal where you came off the bench. Basically, I had just said on the broadcast they really need to block out, and then here you came. What is in your head when you're on the free throw line or along the lane during a free throw, and the rebound has got to be gotten?
I just know that if I don't get it, then I'm probably going to get yelled at. So I really don't like getting yelled at. I mean, it happens, but I think that's probably the most thing, and that's like what I'm there for. So
yeah. Was there a point this season where it kind of dawned on you that you could actually go quite a ways with this team?
Probably like once we won districts, I thought like that we could just go, because it's I knew that we would probably be playing Kickapoo at Jury, and so I knew that we could beat them because both times that we lost it, we were right there. So I knew. And then Rockbridge, I knew that they were going to be a good team, but we really just came out and played harder, I thought. So
what was going through your head after the trip to Kansas City? What did you think the team and the season was going to look like after those 2 games in Kansas City?
Oh gosh, I thought that we probably we were gonna win some, but I thought that we weren't gonna be here. So that's pretty cool.
4 games since districts. What's been the most fun part of the games?
I think that we after Jury, it's just us. The boys aren't in it, so it's just kind of we're still going, and it's I don't even know what the date is. It's March something, and we're still here practicing and getting work in, and so I think that's pretty cool.
Well, what's been the most memorable part of this year for you?
The most memorable part for me is just every time after the final buzzer just kind of goes off, just when we all just come together as a team. I feel that's what I'm gonna remember.
What is it about that?
I guess it's just kind of the raw emotion, just everyone just kind of drops their guard and just it's just us against the world.
At the beginning of the season, did you have any inkling that you would be going this far?
I don't really know. I don't really have any expectations for the season. I was just going in, just gonna try and do my best, just have fun with the team, just see how well we could do, and just see what came from that.
Has anything surprised you about this year?
Not really. I mean, I guess it's surprising that we've got this far, but in reality, we have the talent and the work ethic to get here, so it's not really that surprising.
What's been your favorite game or your favorite moment?
Oh, that's a hard one. I really liked the second Nixie game, just because that was our first taste of a real student section and real atmosphere, I guess you could say. I also I really liked the last game, the Rockbridge game, because we had people crying and just we realized that it wasn't going to end. We had a little more time together. So
I can't believe you didn't at least mention. I mean, you hit the game winner against Ozark, and so I guess that says something that didn't pop into your head, that you had bigger wins down the road.
Yeah, that was big. For the conference championship, that was amazing. But I don't know, those just 2 stuck out to me the most.
What's it like being a sophomore and a starter on a team that's going to the Final Four?
It's just a real eye-opening experience. It's just, I'm so blessed, and just I think it's gonna give me experience for down the road and just kind of play into the rest of my high school career.
What will you remember most about this season?
I will remember
coming here, going Final Four, because it was such an excitement and it was a good experience for me to be able to play with the girls, play the Boston, and be really sad when the seniors leave because they were really good. And I really liked them.
You had a really good JV season. So what's it like getting a taste of varsity? And you've played some in the big games. What's that like stepping up from JV?
I feel like it's a lot more different because they're more physical and it's more, I guess, not stressful, but more like intense, I guess. So I have to get like my feet up, I have to move my feet, I have to make sure I'm doing everything they want me to in order to help. It's like a big thing, so.
What's been the most fun night that you've had, or the most fun game?
I would say against Willard. It's because I was playing a lot, and so like it was really fun because we were able to get that confidence, we were able to get so excited, and we were having all these steals, and it was just a really good game for us.
What's been your favorite part of this season?
I would say just like the bonds we've all created. Like we're all like really close, and that's like something that's really like special.
Did that build over the year? I mean,
Yeah, just like that. Like the 3 years I've been here, like I've been close with like all of them, and then Hallie and Anna, like we've gotten close together, like just over this year. So yeah.
After the Kansas City trip, you were 0-2, and then you were 5-5 after the pink and white. You'd lost the last two. What was the mood like among all of you? And
I mean, we just felt like we had to prove ourselves because everybody thought that our season was going to be like a little rough and like we weren't going to be able to do it. So I felt like we had like our adrenaline was up, so we had to like prove people wrong.
What's been your favorite night of the year?
I don't even know. These past few nights have been pretty crazy. So yeah. Like the district and the conference.
You haven't gotten a lot of playing time. Are you still having fun?
Yeah, I mean, the best I can do is just make sure I'm having fun on the bench. So I just got to be loud for everybody else. So.
All right. What are you looking forward to the most about the Final Four?
Just the experience overall. Like it's gonna be so cool to like be able to go. Like I know we're not like traveling or whatever, but it's still the experience and everything there.
What's it been like being on the bench for this season?
Well, I like it, and it's really fun just because I get to see my sisters and the whole entire basketball team. Instead of like sitting in the stand and just watching, I just get to like help the team out.
Is it ever nerve-wracking to be down there on the bench and to have some responsibility?
Yeah, because like if there's water on the floor, then like we have to go pick it up. But if the game's about to start, we have to like run over there, start picking it up, and then run back. And it's always like scared because if the game's like about to start, I'm afraid that they're gonna get mad at us for cleaning it up.
It can be really nerve-wracking because you have to pick up the water really quick, and then especially whenever you're making it to farther games that's more big, that there's more subs, so you have to get more water quicker.
What's your favorite part of sitting down there on the bench?
It's probably getting water and helping out the team, so they don't have to walk over there and get water.
Do you guys both play basketball yourselves?
Yes.
So what do you think about watching these older girls and what they've done?
I think it's like gonna help me figure out more things to do. Like if they're gonna pump fake, or if they're gonna do different things. It's just gonna help me and Emma more for basketball, and as we go higher in grade levels in schools, we would probably get better at basketball.
How about you?
It helps because it's there's different kind of ways. If you could dribble and walk, and you could have not known that, and then you might have done that, and then you never know, and then if you're watching these, then you'll learn about that, and then think that you don't need to do it.
What Do you guys get excited down there whenever?
Yeah, we can get
Like it's just exciting because like if we're about to win or something, then we all like jump up and stand up with the team and if we shoot it and we win, we all just start running, and it's really fun just to have that with the team.
What's been your most fun game? Do you remember your most fun game or your most fun moment?
Probably my favorite is probably the one that we just played to make it to the Final Four and to go to state. It was really exciting. It was kind of nerve-wracking because we were really nervous. Me and Jovi, we were standing up with our arms at each other because the free throws. So it was just really scary, and we were really nervous.
My favorite game is probably also the state to go to Final Four because, if we did and their name would be up on the board. So then, if one time let's say whenever I'm playing basketball and Emma's playing basketball for Republic, then probably my brother or someone that is related or something to us, so then they can do the water and they'll have the same experience, and it just keeps going on and on.
Do you guys want to be Lady Tigers when you get older?
Yes.
What do you think would be the best part of being a Lady Tiger?
Probably playing and having fun.
I would probably just be if there was a water, see who was doing it and just give me memories of what's happened in the past. So just probably give me feelings, and maybe we could go to the Final Four just like them if they go.
Did you know Hallie Bartlesmeyer was a water girl?
Yeah, for her sister.
Yeah, she told me that she was the second best in the world at that time.
Oh yeah, oh, that's pretty good. I wonder who the best was.
Maybe we can become the best.
Yeah, maybe so. All right, thanks guys.
Bye.
Who's the biggest goof off or the most likely to keep you guys joking around in the locker room?
Definitely Whitney Weaver. She's always got us on our toes. She's our biggest #1 fan and everything, so that's definitely that.
All right.
Definitely Whitney. Definitely Whitney. She's just even if we're down, she's always picking us back up. If we make a mistake, she's just you got it, and just makes jokes and makes us laugh all the time.
I'd definitely say Whitney. Whitney, I mean, she's just so positive about everything, and she can always make you laugh no matter what mood you're in. So yeah, I think she's definitely that one.
I heard them kind of talking about this. Definitely Whitney. Whitney is always able to lift everybody's spirit, and having her on the bench to support everybody and just being so kind-hearted, it just makes it more fun.
What's your role on the team, do you think?
I honestly just think I'm here to boost everyone up and keep everything light. Sometimes these big games, everyone can be so tense, and I'm just hey, let's go have some fun. And I just like making everyone laugh, and it's super easy because they all laugh at everything I do. So I'm just okay.
How are the coaches with that? I can't remember who. Maybe Abby said that you and Flood are always joking around.
Yeah. Well, right now, me and Delaney have this thing where we go and we pinch his arms, and then he hates it, and then he comes up and he pinches ours back, and it's just those things that just keep it funny, I guess. But we know, I know when it's time to focus, and I also know when it's time to have some fun.
Yeah. Is it, you're not getting a lot of playing time, but does that bother you?
It did in the beginning, but then, I'm with all my friends that I've played with forever, and I like encouraging them all on and just watching them play, honestly. But sometimes it sucks, but sometimes I'm you know what, just have fun with it, I guess.
Yeah. What will you remember the most about this year?
Just the bonds and the friendship that we've all gotten. It's been the best, honestly, getting to experience this with all these girls. I mean, if we were on the same team when we were little or playing against each other, we've all played with each other since we were literally in kindergarten. And so just to experience this with them is the best.